this is Owen Sanchez from We Tell TV. Right now, we are here at the Hyatt Regency Hotel in Deira, the Palm, and I am very glad to announce that this is the last leg for the Uganda Roadshow, and I have here with me the most important person for tourism. May I get your full name, ma'am?
My name is Lily Ajarova. I am the Chief Executive Officer of Uganda Tourism Board.
Great to meet you here. My first question to you is, how have you seen Uganda tourism during the COVID pandemic?
Uganda made a very difficult decision, but a very wise decision right at the beginning of the pandemic to actually shut down before we even got one single case. Because of the aviation regulation, we had 48 hours to the total shutdown, so the last plane is what got some of the COVID cases into Uganda, which was well managed. We didn't have any death. We were shut down for 2.5 months, no death, until the second surge is where we had some cases, but it was well managed. And also on record, Uganda was recognized among the top 10 countries in the world that actually control the spread of COVID.
That's wonderful news for the viewers to know that Uganda is the most well-contained area in terms of the spread of the virus of COVID. To compare that with the number of visits within African countries, where is Uganda stands at this point in time after the COVID?
After the COVID, it's still very slow. It's very slow. In 2019, we had registered up to 1.5 million visitors, and during COVID, because for the most part of 2020, we were in total lockdown. So 2021 is where we had a third of that number, close to 500,000 that we got visits in 2021.
Okay, so definitely 2022 is very promising, and we are expecting an enormous number of visitors going to Uganda.
It has started on a very good note. January, February were very busy for us. And at the least, we are expecting that we'll register about 1 million arrivals for this year.
That's a great number for the first quarter, right? So what is the safety measures right now that you are conducting just not to spread the virus? And then what else? The protection of all the tourist people that will be visiting Uganda in the next couple of months?
Well, first, for any visitor entering the country, you must have a PCR negative result done within 72 hours as you get into the country. That is strictly checked. And within the community, everyone must wear their mask. We have sanitation points everywhere. In the hospitality industry, everywhere there must be sanitizers or, place to wash your hands. The social distance is still being practiced. It's one of the standard operating procedure. We still have in the restaurants, for example, the social distancing. That is still maintained. So. Very important as well. There is a lot of the vaccination uptake right now to make sure that everyone is more protected with the vaccine.
Great. Okay, so what is the best destination that you could suggest to the people and the televiewers right now that we must be visiting Uganda for that reason?
Well, Uganda, why Uganda? Because Uganda has the depth, the range, and the variety of Africa. So if you want to experience Africa, then Uganda has all that Africa has to offer, from the landscape to the wildlife diversity, to the culture, to the food, the history, the heritage, for whatever the climate. We are right at the equator in Uganda, for adventure, for family holidays, honeymoon destination, whatever. We have the diversity, and that's the uniqueness that Uganda has, that we have it all put together in this little country, unique, called Uganda. And it is for that reason that we are known as the Pearl of Africa, because we are a representation of Africa.
Nice to know that. Okay, any suggestions, or tell us, is there any direct flights from UAE going to Uganda?
Yes, we have flights almost daily from Dubai direct to Entebbe International Airport in Uganda. We have Emirates, we have Uganda Airlines, we have Fly Dubai, Saudi Air. So, and of course there are the other connecting flights as well. Yes.
Okay, so how easy is it to get the visas? Are you processing the application of the tourist visa online?
Yes, our visa is done online, and it's most efficient way that we are managing the visa right now.
Currently, you have your consulate office or an embassy here in the UAE.
Yes, we do have the embassy in Abu Dhabi, but we do have a consulate office in Dubai as well.
That's great to know. Okay, so of course, most of the tourists will be more interested of their security when they are in the country, how secure it is in this place when we travel going to Uganda.
Well, we all know when people think of Africa, security is always, people are not sure, but to say the least, Uganda is one of the most of the safest places that you can have in Africa right now.
Great to know that. So now I'm very excited to travel to Uganda, and right now I'm giving you the floor, the full floor, for you to encourage people, the televiewers right now here, and encourage them to visit the beauty of Uganda.
Well, I first would like to say thank you for watching us, and just to invite you to Uganda because of what we have to offer. Uganda offers value for money. You just have to come to Uganda to experience the diversity that Africa has. If you are looking for adventure, for the younger people who want adventure, you can't have it better than what you will get in Uganda. From climbing the third highest mountain in Africa, Mountain Rwenzori, with the snow, it is snow-capped. It's at 5,109 meters above sea level, and beautiful biodiversity all along from the bottom to the end. The culture, we have over 50 different tribes, which is a representation of the diversity of culture that you will experience, from the dressing to the dancing to the foods, to whatever culture has to offer. Food is another very important aspect that you will experience about Uganda. The different tribes have all their different delicacies and different types of food in the different regions, from the fruits to the different, kind of foods. They're all so different and prepared differently. So if you would like to come and experience and explore African food taste, Uganda will offer it to you. And in terms of wildlife, Uganda is recognized as one of the top 10 most biodiverse country in the world. With that, Uganda has 54% of the remaining population of the mountain gorillas. We have 50% of the bird species in Africa. We have 39% of the mammals in Africa, 5,000 species of plants. Exactly. Some of these are endemic to Uganda. You wouldn't be able to see them anywhere else but in Uganda. Uganda has the source of River Nile, which is the longest river in the world. So you can actually raft on the Nile.
That's exciting.
Water rafting on River Nile. What can be better than that when you're looking for adventure? You can tube on the Nile. You can go in the forest just near the source of the Nile and do zip lining, squad biking, So the diversity is what we have. Important as well is that the weather is very good throughout the year. So you can actually visit any day of the year and you will still have a very comfortable weather that you will experience. And lastly, Uganda has been recognized over and over as the most hospitable destination in the world. We are very hospitable, we are very welcoming, and we enjoy to host people when they come to the country.
All right, so I think we've all got all the information that we need before traveling to Uganda, and I could consider this place as one of the rarest among the African countries that we should be visiting in African continent. As they call it, you have this tagline: "Explore Uganda, the pearl of Africa." So, thank you very much for having us as you here in our television and giving us the clarity in terms of security, in terms of COVID protocols and all. And Uganda is still the best place to travel in Africa.
Yes, you're welcome to explore. I invite you to come and explore Uganda, which is the pearl of Africa.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much for this day. Right now, I've got one, and I managed to grab one of the biggest investors in Uganda. This is Ambarish at my side. Can I get your full name, sir?
Thank you so much, Miss Owen. By the way, Miss Owen has been really, really very good, and I'm very honored that you have been interviewing me and about East Africa, particularly Uganda. Uganda is very, very close to my heart because I've been started traveling there since I think 8 years now. I was one of the first person who started exploring very good opportunities from the UAE market. And what I realized very frankly is that, the people in Uganda are very, very trustworthy, very nice, very loyal. There's a very, very good market full of opportunities, and as businessmen, we know how to how to create opportunities. So yeah, we have done some good investments there, and we have got some investments from there associated with, the government is very, very, supportive, and even the businessmen there who are not only African businessmen but also origin from India, they have been very successful staying there, So, there are a lot of opportunities that will keep on growing, and that's it. We look forward to be associated with Uganda for many, many more years to come. I love traveling there. Weather is good, very pleasant, and security is also very nice. So it's a safe place. Unlike other African countries which we hear about, Uganda is very different. So not only promoting Uganda, but great country to do business with, and wish me good luck.
Okay, most of the investors will be more than pleased to hear your experience with Uganda in terms of the processing of how fast they could process the investment if they are interested to have some such kind of investment in Uganda.
So you see, Ms. Owen, there are many sectors that we have been looking onto. There's a lot of things to be created there. So there's a lot of infrastructure. There's a lot of infrastructure opportunities again. Then there is energy opportunities, power opportunities, real estate, which is primarily my business, logistics opportunities, because a lot of import export is going on. Though it's a landlocked country, but they are full of the natural resources, and a lot of demand. They're exporting a lot of minerals or even coffee, all over the world. So agricultural products. It depends on an investor which sector he's passionate about, and then he has to definitely get deep into it, and definitely there are many opportunities which will be created for sure. Yeah.
Okay, be specific. What investment have you done in Uganda? Any industries that you had concentrated to?
So basically, I have been doing some real estate stuff there since many years, obviously. But now we are diversifying. We have started to diversify actually in energy and mineral sectors. So as my company, Billion Bricks Dubai, we have been connected with Uganda for many years, as I already said. Uganda, especially, there are many, states there which are very good for, tourism sectors and everything. So as we know, Uganda has been full of opportunities. There's a lot of tourism boom, in the country, because there's a lot of, wildlife sanctuaries, and there's a lot of promotion of very nice weather and a lot of things to do there, as I know, apart from the business as well. So me as Billion Bricks Dubai, we have been very focused with the real estate sector there, as the hospitality industry is actually taking a boom. And there's a lot of demand. People not only from UAE, but actually people from all over the world. They're having big conferences, and they are actually, Uganda as a place is developing as a business hub as well. There's a lot of opportunities. So hospitality is a great sector, and we have been collaborating with a few developers to develop the hotels there, and they have been doing really well. We have made huge profits with these associations, and we hope to continue doing the same, because they are promoting a lot their own country. As you see this event, they are promoting a lot, so whole world is now knowing about East Africa as Uganda as the pearl of Africa. So yeah, and
As they said, you have to explore Uganda, the pearl of Africa. Okay, so by this context, it means to say that you're saying to us that you had concentrated on the real estate business in Uganda, and you have been contributing in their tourism industry at the same time. So it means to say that there's a lot of there is a lot of promising, opportunities that we could get from Uganda. Thank you very much for that wonderful response and interview with you. And it's a great testimonials that we've heard about Uganda. There's always a future in that kind of pearl of Africa.
And in fact, I thank to the news channel as well, because they are doing a really great job, to promote the reality of what exactly Uganda is and what exactly it can be in next some years to come. The vision is really good. We just have to match it together and keep working towards the betterment of the country. and they will definitely make it to the top.
Okay, thank you very much for that, and we thank you for gracing this event and the occasion and being one of the good investors of Uganda. Right now, I have here on my right one of the person that could give a very good testimonials about Uganda investment. Can I get your name, sir?
Yes, my name is Saeed Al-Suwaidi.
Right. As I have known that you are currently from the DMCC, right?
Correct, yes. I'm the Director of Agriculture Commodities for DMCC. So I look after the coffee center and the tea center as well.
Okay, so this is very interesting because Uganda is very well known for their best Ugandan coffee. So what can you say about this, sir?
Well, absolutely. I mean, this is not the first time that we worked with the government of Uganda directly. They have, of course, great source of both Arabica and Robusta beans. So, quality-wise and quantity-wise, Rwanda is a very important part of coffee in the world right now. They're the largest exporter, as mentioned, of coffee in Africa, and they're second largest producer of coffee as well in Africa as well. So, very big quantities, and there still big numbers to come in the future as well.
Right. Okay. So I would like you to tell me about your experience in dealing with Ugandan government when you are, we are, of course, they are one of the investors here, as what I could see that. Then how is it easy to deal with the government of Uganda?
I mean, before all of this, in 2018, the UAE actually signed a very special treaty with the government of Uganda. Paving a way for us, 5 years later, for us to work together with that government. So since, everybody in the high government offices already have an engagement with Uganda, makes us very different in terms of engaging with them right now. So it's very easy, everything is very smooth, and, we have the same kind of understanding of where we want to go in the future.
Nice to know that. So really, this is a first-hand information coming from the head of the MCC that it's very, very easy to deal with the government of Uganda. This will going to be encouraging a lot of investors to go to Uganda and have their own investment in for them to see in there by themselves, by the eyes, that it's very, very easy to deal and to have business and investment with Uganda. Sir, this is your floor right now on how you could say a lot of good things about Uganda, and of course, what kind of services that the DMCC could extend to the public. Most probably all the televiewers are very interested to know that.
Well, in terms of agriculture commodities right now, we look after the tea center. The UAE is on the top 5 of the exporters of tea in the world. So tea is very big in terms of the UAE of what we do, of course. And coffee as well, our coffee center has been opened around 3 and some years back. And we're gaining a lot of ground in terms of, expanding our facility in terms of volumes. So our facility can accommodate, around 600 truckloads of coffee on a single day. So we can handle volumes. People from Uganda, companies from Uganda, individuals, government from Uganda come to our facility to store coffee, to roast coffee, to re-export coffee. So they use the range of facility. We cover everything in our facility, on the value chain and what we offer in terms of coffee and tea as well.
Right. Thank you very much, sir, for gracing this occasion, and I've been very pleased to have you with me here and being interviewed by the Untitled TV network. And thank you so much. I hope we could see you more in the future, and I could meet you up somehow, being a free zone authority as well of myself. And thank you so much for having us here. I have here the opportunity to interview one of the most important delegates coming from Uganda. May I get your full name, sir?
My name is Honorable Okello Riem. I'm the Minister of State for Foreign Affairs of Uganda, Charge of International Affairs.
It's very pleased to meet him in person. and it's our honor that he came to Dubai and being with us here. Is this your first time to visit UAE?
No, I've been to UAE several times. Dubai has become a crossroad between Uganda and many parts of the world. We fly Emirates. Whenever we fly out of Uganda to go to different destinations, we're going to go to Europe, United States of America, into Asia. So Dubai has become the crossroad for us.
Great to know that. So right now we are here in one of the last leg. Actually, this is the last leg for this roadshow of Uganda, coming from all the way Sharjah, then Ras Al Khaimah, then this is the last stop, which is Dubai, the final day, the final night that we were able to witness a lot of people, a lot of Ugandans here to witness. You know, this is one of the biggest events of Uganda. Sir, what can you say about the recent and concluded event right now?
I think the event has been very successful. The participation here is enormous. I didn't expect this number of people, across a variety of people from the top, middle, and the lower ends are all here seeking opportunities in Uganda in different sectors, from the oil industries to the banking sector to tourism and to all to trading into Uganda. So I think this is Uganda as a destination for all these opportunities. I think it will be a game changer.
Very nice to hear that, sir. Okay, I'm giving you your floor to encourage everybody of the different races, of the different industries here in the UAE, for you to encourage them to visit Uganda and then have some investment with them and travel as well for tourism and business.
Well, I think that to everybody, their own country is as beautiful as they would say. But Uganda is an exception. Uganda is one place on earth where I tell everybody is the last place where God decided to retire. And definitely in preparing the rest of the world, God had to make sure that this retirement home was the most beautiful on earth, full of lakes, full of rivers, full of tropical trees, plants, birds, safari tours, and under the earth, God made oil under the earth of Uganda. He put gold under Uganda, he put diamonds, all kinds of minerals. So, in so making his retirement home so beautiful, God then offered this retirement home to the world. So those who seek to come to the oil industries, Uganda is a destination to start emerging opportunities where oil was recently discovered. For those who want to go into the mineral sector, God has planted so much minerals under the ground for them who want to go into the mining. For those who want to trade in agricultural products, there are all kinds of beautiful agricultural products, from avocados, passion fruits, you have tea, you have got coffee, it's all there. For those who want to go for safari, we've got one of the best safari tourism in Uganda. So, Uganda is the destination, Uganda is the country, you should visit Uganda before you die.
Wow, that's amazing news. Congratulations, sir, right now. I'm so pleased that I've seen a lot of people here. I would like to personally congratulate you for this successful event and hopefully to see you more often here in the UAE.
It's a pleasure and I look forward to coming here more frequently and being on your television.
Right now, I have here the head for the Ugandan Airlines. She could tell us more about how to travel and reach Uganda in a very fast-paced and very direct destination. Can I get your full name, ma'am?
My name is Jennifer Bamturaki, and I'm the acting CEO for Uganda Airlines. You said something about how we connect Uganda to Dubai, to the United Arab Emirates. We fly here 4 times a week. We use an Airbus Neo 800. It's a 3-class cabin with business class, premium, economy, and the economy class. We are represented in Dubai by Al Sharaf, and so you can buy your tickets there on Uganda Airlines. However, you can also buy them on from all the travel agents in the UAE because we are on the system. Yeah.
It's very nice of you. Okay, can you just give us the brief of how far from UAE to Uganda, how many hours is that? Is it a direct or there's a step over?
It's a direct flight. I'll give you an example. We leave Uganda at 10:30 p.m. We arrive in Dubai at about 4:30 a.m. It's a direct flight. No stoppers, no intermediary points, direct. And it's a very comfortable flight because our aircraft is brand new. And we connect it to the regional destinations in Africa. So we don't just fly to Dubai only. Now, in order to explore Uganda, yeah,
As they said, explore Uganda, the pearl of Africa.
you fly the crane to the Pearl of Africa, and that's Uganda Airlines.
That's very nice. So, just to conclude everything, we are very thankful that you are one of the biggest sponsors here to make this roadshow happen here in the UAE. We thank you very much for that, and we hope to work with you more and to promote Uganda as the best and one of the bucket list of the people to visit Uganda as one of the best African countries in the world. Thank you very much for having you here.
Thank you very much, and I appreciate this conversation. Thank you.